absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
And I need people to understand that when you have some a-hole calling Puerto Rico floating garbage, know that that's what they think about you.
What you heard last night, just hours and hours of frankly, hate, and frankly, how it could electrify this electorate.
Well, there's a couple of things. As you mentioned, this was a hate rally. Mm-hmm. This was not just a presidential rally. This was also not just a campaign rally. I think it's very important for people to understand that these are mini January 6th rallies.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Make sure you get some merch in there. We got more of the flags. We're going to try to get it to you as soon as possible so you can have it before the election. And then after the election, it's on, baby. It's on. We're going to order thousands of them after the election. Because once Trump wins, I know a lot of you guys are going to want to, you know, participate and show your support of Donald Trump. We have the MELTDOWN shirt. We got a whole bunch of other new stuff that's out. This is my Jesus shirt that I like. I like it because it's cool. It's not even one of our best sellers. But if you want one, get one. Links will be here. Discount will be here. Let's get into this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Kill Tony. Y'all know his podcast. If you've watched him in any extended period of time, you know he's a comedian. Okay? He's a comedian. He's not a politician. He's not over here to do a campaign speech. He's over here to tell jokes. And for you dumb folks amongst us, people tell jokes. Sometimes they land, sometimes they don't land. You cannot take a joke serious, because it's only intended to say something that they think will trigger a response of comedic relief for you. So the media is crazy. They losing their mind. They losing their salvation. They mad. They talking about his Puerto Rico statement. It's insane to me. Nick, roll that clip of the media.
I think a lot of people are seeing that rally at Madison Square Garden, seeing all those people. Doesn't mean he's going to win the race. But my point is, it's discouraging that so many people would gather and rally to hate speech in America. That it's discouraging and it hurts that people who have family in Puerto Rico, who are Puerto Rican Americans, who are American citizens, are hearing hate like that. It's discouraging, Joe. And I do want to show Michelle Obama in Kalamazoo, but I just think it's important to look at the situation, and it's not just, oh my gosh, about the race. It's, oh my gosh, how did we get here? How did we get here where a stadium of people come to hate? That's a different country, a different time.
You know how you get past that?
How do you get past that?
Work harder, vote, and win. That's how you get past it.
Now, look, they get all crazy, and they get weirded out, and they all mad, and they want you to think Puerto Rican people are somehow thinking that Donald Trump is a racist because this guy said this in a comedic skit. But before we go to the clip, because I'm going to play a couple clips so you can see what he said, and then you make your own determination. Before we play the clip, I want to show the clip of the Puerto Ricans. So show the clip of some Puerto Rican people that heard his statement and what they think about it. And then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go back to his jokes, and you tell me what y'all think.
I've already had a few people tag me in the videos of the comedian today at the Trump rally insulting Puerto Rico, or what they felt like was an insult. As a Puerto Rican American myself, my dad grew up in Puerto Rico. I was not insulted by this in the very least. Number one, this guy is a comedian. Number two, the clip that they don't show you from right before that is him joking with Latino Americans about a bunch of stuff in our culture. And if you know anything about a Latino American or a Hispanic American, we are our worst critics. We harass and make fun of each other. Or if you gave two shits about Puerto Rico or learned anything that's going on there, you would know that this guy's not talking about Puerto Rican people. He's talking about the island of Puerto Rico, which has a massive pollution problem. Tons of trash washes up on this beach every single day, and it looks like a landfill. And there's been a huge problem there since the last hurricane. You know, the one that wiped out people's houses that they did nothing to help with? What a cheap shot they're trying to make while Kamala Harris is at a African-American church in Pennsylvania with a whole new accent she picked up today. But guys, it's not working. It's just not working. Don't come after us Latino Americans, and definitely don't come after us Puerto Rican Americans, because we ain't here for your guys' bullshit. New York City is turning red. Trump will be the next president of the United States, and you guys are going to have to learn how to live with it. And if under some miracle, even though he's winning in every single swing state, he isn't, we're going to stay here and we're going to fight for the next 4 years to get our country back, no matter what happens, because God only knows we'll be in the middle of World War III by then.
All right, roll the film.
We like jokes. We like jokes.
We do. We understand the importance of a comedian having the freedom to push the envelope, because that's always been what has separated comedians from like everyday folks, right? Mm-hmm. Where they can push the envelope to either make you laugh or make you think or challenge you, right?
Pero, because obviously we're such proud Puerto Ricans, I will say that it is not a little floating pile of trash. This beautiful island filled with beautiful people that love the beautiful islands, and it's okay to have different opinions. That's what makes America great, that people could just have different opinions. So you know what? We're not offended. Did we like the joke?
No,
I didn't like the joke. I don't even think the crowd, he bombed that joke.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Don't get me wrong. At first, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
I think the joke in New York City maybe was not like in the right landing.
Probably right. Probably not the right landing.
Now let's watch the clip of this Kill Tony guy. And I have to say that I agree with the young ladies that, you know, I think Andrew Schultz would have killed it way harder. I think it's a bunch of other comedians would have killed it. But at the end of the day, it's a joke. They know it's a joke. You should know it's a joke. Sometimes people think the joke will be funny. You have to be offensive to some degree. They had the guy, what's the Mexican name? He made a joke about Mexicans stealing the supply from the border wall. What's his name, Lopez? George Lopez. He's at their rally. He's joking that Donald Trump needs to make sure he build a wall in one day, because if he leave the material out there, the Mexicans don't take it.
Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, and George Lopez said, you better build it in one day, because if you leave that material out there overnight.
It's funny to me. We know how hard Mexicans work. We know they'll get that lumber and all that stuff for free if they could. But he can make the joke and it's fine. This guy make a joke and they mad. Let's listen to the joke. Roll the clip.
Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. All right, heck yeah, this cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that, a lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding, that's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun, we carved watermelons together. It was awesome. Ukraine versus Russia, Israel, it's like bad soccer games. Who even cares? When it comes to Israel and Palestine, we're all thinking the same thing. Settle your stuff already. Best out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors. You know the Palestinians are gonna throw rock every time. But you also know the Jews have a hard time throwing that paper. You know what I'm saying?
We got another set. Now, I think, personally, some of them landed, some of them didn't. I think this too raunchy for the crowd. I think they picked the wrong comedian. Do I think people should be offended by what he said? No, it's completely stupid. When he made the watermelon joke, I thought it was funny. I laughed. I thought that was hilarious, to be honest. Roll the clip.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson.
See, I didn't get that joke.
Feels good in here. The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party. Oh, okay. Hillary Clinton said that this is a Nazi rally here today. Can you believe that? for the most anti-war president of my entire lifetime. And she calls him Hitler. Let me remind you, Hillary, it was your husband who shot innocent people, or as he called them, interns. Yeah, Hillary, I bet you did not see that one coming. By the way, if I commit suicide in 3 weeks, I didn't. I mean, it's just obvious to me who the right candidate is. There's a guy out here dodging bullets. It is unbelievable, right?
All right, that's a little bit of what he did. Now, everybody watching this that know anything about comedic skits know that you put together a line of jokes that somebody helped you with and helped you write, and you practice your lines, you believe they will land, and I think his jokes weren't the appropriate jokes for the crowd. It's a conservative crowd, more of an older crowd, I would argue, by and large, and you're telling raunchy jokes. Those are not all going to land in an environment like that. He did a really good job at the roast of Tom Brady. I think he was probably the funniest comedian outside of Andrew Schultz. I think Andrew Schultz was the funniest, and I think him and then that girl kind of lined up as the funniest three. Maybe I'm missing somebody else. I think what's his name was funny too. What's his name? Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart was funny too. So, but anyway, he did a tremendous job. It was raunchy. It was a roast. It landed. It made sense. But the thing is that I would never get offended by somebody telling jokes because that's exactly what they are. They are jokes. You want to make somebody laugh. Some work, some don't. You scratch them off the piece of paper. So when you go next time to a conservative event, you only tell the ones that the people like. It's really that simple. But the media is losing their mind and trying to be, sad for Puerto Ricans, and Puerto Ricans really don't care. They know it's jokes. And I don't think anybody, because Kill Tony is very popular, mind you. He got millions and millions of people that follow him. I don't think anybody is going to change their vote because a comedian told jokes that landed and some didn't. You tell me. Comment in the comment section if you think that he was wrong for what he did. Give him a rating 1 to 10 of his performance at the Trump Madison Square Garden event. See you on the next one. I'm out.